Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to propose you another experience. Let's imagine we are managing a plant, a real plant, where we have several production lines. Of course, the manual assembly line we have here on stage, but not only. We will have also automated production lines with machining stations and robots. As any other manufacturers, we are looking for more flexibility and agility of our manufacturing assets. Why? Simply because our customer expectations are higher and higher. They want more and more customer-specific products. They want them very quickly, so we have to shorten the delivery time, and they want them at the best price. But beyond those expectations that you all know, we also have to manage what's going on in the real world, and especially in the manufacturing world, where we have to manage unexpected events. So in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to go through a scenario that will show you how we can address, with the 3D Experience platform, those challenges that you may face with too. So to manage my plant, I'm using its 3D Experience Twin. The 3D Experience Twin is a very detailed 3D representation of my plant, including the buildings, the resources, the machines, but not only. It's also the modeling of my products and my processes. And you will see later why it's so important. So I can walk in my plant virtually, move closer to some area, let's say the production line here, and I will automatically access to some information related to this line. So here I see we are just starting some orders on the line, and I have some information related to the current performance of each and every station. I could even look at maybe even the work instructions used by the operator on the line, but I'm more interested in what's going on the machining work center that's just on the side. That is in my real plant, but that is not here physically. So here I see 3 machining stations, so 2 machining stations, sorry, and my washing machine, the cleaning station. I see that it's producing well, and I can have even visibility on some critical parameters. So far, so good. Everything is going well, and I know that in case there will be an issue, I will be informed quickly, and I will know exactly what to do. So let's see. Let's see what could happen in case there will be a problem, and let's simulate that. Here, I can see now there is an alert that my workstation at workstation number 3, I have a high probability of facing with a failure on the press on that specific equipment. This maintenance alert has been determined automatically thanks to the predictive analysis done by the 3D Experience platform based on all the data we have collected in the past and on the real-time data that we are collecting from the sensors on the line. So this alert, I mean, it's not stopping the line, it's just preventive alert. But this may cause some safety issue for my operator or quality issue for my product. So I don't want to keep it like that. So I want to quickly find some solution to address it quickly. But I need help, okay? So for that, I will invite on stage some of my colleagues for a short meeting. So I will invite Henri from maintenance department, Sébastien from planning department, Martin from logistics, and Johannes from engineering. So thank you for joining so fast. It was an unexpected meeting, but I really appreciate. Let me explain you what's going on. I have just received an alert in my dashboard saying that I may face with a problem on the press on the station. As it is critical and I may have some safety issue or quality issue, I want to handle it fast. So I have a good idea of what's going on, but I don't know what to do or when to do it, basically. So maybe first, what do we have to do? Henri.
Come on with me, Thomas. Look at. You see? We need to do a full check of the press. And maybe we will need to replace some part. So for this, I will need 3 hours. My team will need 3 hours. So we need to do immediately. Today.
Immediately?
Okay, immediately today.
Okay.
And
okay.
the press will not be available. The conveyor can still run.
Okay.
So what do you think, Thomas?
I mean, it's not a good news. I thought that we would have more time, but okay. So maybe just for my team to know, don't launch any new order, okay? Let's just finish the current one because there are some risk here. I don't want any problem to occur. So finish the orders. Don't start any other, okay? And we will come. I will come back to you very soon. So let's come back with the team and see. What we can do next. So we said, okay, we have to perform some maintenance urgently. So let's take this action first, okay? So maintain, press, station 3. All right. That's for you, Henri. You okay? All right. Okay. Now I want to know when. So, and what would be the impact on my delivery plan? Because I have some urgent orders, very important customers. If I don't deliver on time, I will lose the market. So, Sébastien, can you tell me when I could do that? Or what would be the first impact maybe on my plan?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thanks.
Sure. So let's do it.
Sorry.
No problem. And have a look on the production plan. So here what we see is the current production plan of our assembly line. So on the left part, we have the different stations from 1 to 5. And on the main screen, we have a Gantt chart with all the operations of my work orders. We have here the 3-minute takt time. That's the current rhythm of the line. And that's why all the operations are vertically aligned. The first operations are in progress because the line is, for the moment, still running. If I highlight my different work orders, I can see the different steps and see them go through the stations and so through the process. But let's now have a look and to what will happen in the next 3 hours. So what we see here is that we are currently producing 2 different kind of gearboxes. The RV40, the RV63, and we have 1 color for each of them. You might be interested in knowing the advanced delay status of all these work orders. And for that, we have a specific color that shows that for the moment, everything is green, so on time.
Yeah, but
so
we have to plan some
so far,
maintenance.
so good. But let's insert quickly our mandatory and unplanned maintenance on the press. So I will just close the station 3 from 2 to 5 for 3 hours. I will put a maintenance designation here and see what is the impact. Okay, so here I have a dynamic and automatic alert warning me that with this new constraint, the maintenance taken into account, the service rate, so the percentage of work orders on time will drop down to 56%.
So it's definitely not a good news, right?
It's not a good news.
So not acceptable for me. We need to find quickly another option. So maybe on engineering side, we may find some other options now. I mean, because we will not have the station 3 available for some 3 hours. So is there any other way to still produce during that period of time? Let's see. You can check?
Let's have a look.
Okay.
Yeah. As I'm from the engineering department, my first look went to the work plan, and I can see very quickly that we have 2 different possible routings defined to produce this product. I can see here also additional information like constraints to tools, skills, etc. But for finding a solution for this maintenance period, I want to see my process plan and the scheduling optimizer. And here I can see again our 5 stations and all the operations that are attached to this. The columns are showing me the takt time. So this is exactly the scheduling, what is running currently on our line. From here, I can start to test and simulate different ideas to find an innovative solution. But let's first close our station 3, how it looks like, what is happening. Okay, yeah. What I see here is this is not a good solution. All the operations are pushed too far into the future. I cannot produce anymore. So in this way, we cannot go on.
You cannot produce with the current takt and
yes,
and line balancing, right?
No way. What we can try is, because we have a second routing, what we saw before in our work plan, let's try if the second routing is working here. We change to our simulation, our test to the second routing, and we simulate this. And yeah, it looks a bit better because we have much more operations connected now to the station 1 and 2 that is already available. But we see it is not working in our takt time. Maybe it helps when we just double the takt time from 3 to 6 minutes. Let's check what this idea brings us. And yeah,
Almost good.
it's good. This is not bad because we have now a way to go on with somehow with the production. We can do it in station 1 and 2, but maybe we can optimize here a bit the next step because we see here in the station 5 there is still a small process, this label printing, and I think because we have a little time here, we can move it directly to the operator on station 2. The line is not too big, so he can take this label and put it on the station 2. Yeah, this can be a proposal. Maybe we have to consider here that on station 1 and 2, when we are producing only on this one, we have to have more material. We will not be able to produce both variants in this way. But if we can only during this maintenance period produce only one gearbox, then we have here in production running.
Okay, so that's good and bad news. Let's say that you double the takt time, so we decrease our throughput basically, which
Yes.
is not good, but we still can produce
Yep.
and we will use less operator, let's say, on the line.
Only
Okay, so for me it looks good.
May I add one thing?
Yeah.
We are going to produce only one variant, and as you said, we need components for it on station 1 and 2. This will impact my team. So I think that we need additional 10 minutes before maintenance and additional 10 minutes after the maintenance to reshuffle the line.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take into account that additional constraints. Sébastien, can you please, based on everything we have discovered here,
Yes.
re-simulate again virtually what would be the impact on the production plan?
Yes, of course. So back on the real production plan of our line. So as you've understood, we took two main decisions here. Focus on the RV40 gearbox and also switched from a 5 stations organization to a 2 station organization. So let's first insert, as it has been asked, the closure period at the beginning and at the end of the maintenance duration, just for the line reconfiguration or line setup. I still have my alert warning me about the low service rate. Now, because we want to focus on the RV40 gearbox, I will just, let's say, postpone all the work orders which are RV63 and ask them to start, let's say, after 5 p.m., which is the end of the maintenance period. Okay, so seems to be better. I will reschedule to see which work orders can be done earlier. It's also better, but still I have some operation here after the maintenance period and still my warning alert. So what I can do, and this is the decision from manufacturing engineering, is to switch, as you know, from the 5 stations routing, the 5 station organization of the line to the 2 stations and just see what happens.
Very nice. That's good.
Okay, so seems to be better. We still don't have the alert, and I can even check and verify. Okay, now with this, all those news decisions that we've took, we're back to 100%.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. It looks very good. So I think what's remaining now, we need just to be prepared. So the line is almost empty, at least the 2 first stations.
Let's
Marcin.
check actually what's the impact on the
Okay.
logistic maybe.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So maybe join me and I will explain you. So this is the current situation. So this is the current setup we are having on the lines, the list of the
Okay.
components.
With the two models.
Yes, with the 2 models. This is the new process plan, which takes into account that we only produce on station 1 and 2, and only one variant. So as you can see, we will have to move some of those components back to the storage area, and we will have to reshuffle some others. So it will take some time, but as I said, I committed to 10 minutes. It will be fine. So we are ready?
Yes?
Okay, so let's dispatch the tasks.
Okay.
Okay, so
What happened?
now all the transfer orders were sent to my team, so we can take a look on how they are progressing.
Okay, so I assume that Ryan is going to work now, right?
Yes, I think so. So here we can see station by station what needs to be done. So as you can see, we need to clean up the assembly station 1, take some components for the big gearbox back to the storage. The same on station 2, and probably the rest is to reshuffle the components for the small gearbox back to station 1 and 2. So I think it's a lot to be done. I will have to help my team.
Yeah, so let's do it. So please join your team. I will take this opportunity to also organize a meeting with my team. So guys, can you please come with me? I would like to share with you some information. As you know, I have informed you that we had to stop producing because of a potential issue on the press. So thanks to the team here, we have been able to simulate and find some options to do it, in fact, now. So it means that we are going to change a little bit the plan of today, all right? So basically, I would like Michał and Luca to stay on the first 2 stations. And Luca, pay attention to the work instructions, okay? Or also the same for you, Michał, but you will have also to take the label from the printer on the station 5. So pay attention to that. For Nick, Ting, and team, so I would like to work on some 5S project that we have here around the robotic station. We didn't do it for a while, so that's an opportunity to do it, okay? So you will work on this on these 5S workshops. So let's do that. All right? So thank you very much. Once the line is ready, Luca and Michał, be ready to work. And I think it's, for me, the time to conclude. So thank you, guys. So you have seen that, remember, 20 minutes ago, we have been informed that we could face with a critical issue that could impact the safety or quality of my product. Thanks to the 3D experience twin of my plant, I've been able to predict and clearly identify the issue. We have performed several simulations to find out the best options in collaboration with all the departments. It means we took into account engineering constraints, resource availability constraints, and logistic constraints. Based on that, we have been able to take quickly the right decisions and to implement and execute the corrective actions to reshuffle the organization. That's it. I hope you enjoy this 3D experience twin experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. I would like a special hand for Thomas and his team. 2 days ago in this room, there was nothing. There was no line. There was no pods, there was no demos, and so in a couple of days, his team and him has been able to put up the show for you. So thank you very much, and thank you, team.
Thank you.
So we've bring together all the elements that you saw, and we've demonstrated how much the 3D Experience Twin could help us in managing our operations. So this concludes the action part of the day. We've done with the demo, we've done with the demonstration, the illustration, and I hope you got the point across and convinced now that indeed the 3D Experience platform is the way to go forward and to transform our industries. Now come the times of sharing and the time to reflect on what we've seen and to share experiences with some of us that have undergone that journey. And we are really lucky today because we have 2 such clients that have accepted to share the I think I'm not doing the good demo here. To wrap up this demo day, I'd like to call on stage my friends Gus Coleman, VP Marketing Enovia, and my friend Morgan Zimmerman, CEO of Exelead. And what we'd like to do is we'd like to go through the experience that you've seen and try to gather for you and wrap up and pinpoint on the key value of the day. Please, guys, can you join me? Okay, guys. You helped design, the show today. You've been very active. I saw you at the pod, and you were overlooking things, Gareth. So you've taken the pulse of the audience. What did you take out? What do you think are the key points that we need to emphasize to close that demo day? Morgan?
Sure. So I think today we have connected the dots. Remember our belief. Our belief is that virtual world extend and improve the real world. You've seen it all the day long. We are projecting on the virtual world real world data, and that allows us to get better understanding, to get greater context, and to be able to do some prediction. On the other side, our ability to model enterprise from the product they do, the way they manufacture it, to the way they operate their business, allow to plan and play for what-if scenarios. This is what you've just seen. Of course, this is going to translate into performance, and I think you will comment on that. But more importantly, this is a fantastic opportunity to change the contribution or to allow everyone to change its contribution on the end-to-end process. Supply chain was about supplier-client relationship, driven by capabilities and money. Welcome to the era of value network, where everyone can completely redefine and redesign its contribution to the end-to-end process. Let's take some examples. Let's think about the marketplace of machine time. Let's think about connecting factories of independent companies into a single self-adapting production system. Let's think about building shared resources, skills, Gart will comment about it, spare parts, logistics, between companies that don't even know themselves. This is what the 3D experience platform as a business model enables. A single virtual social enterprise that actually allows to redefine the way to conduct business. Platform and marketplace have already transformed the retail industry, the tourism industry, the transport industry. We are now ready to empower you to apply the same transformation to manufacturing industry.
Thank you very much, Morgan. Garth, what are your takeaways?
Well, Guillaume, it's no secret that manufacturing jobs are changing. And they're becoming a lot more complex, requiring more skilled workers from the shop floor to the rest of the organization. And what struck me the most about all the things that I was seeing today is the ability of the 3D Experience platform to capture knowledge and know-how and bring them together and bring solutions to improve performance and solutions to optimize operations and to take that knowledge and know-how and make it available to everyone and every single user through roles and applications that they can then interact and learn and collaborate and enrich it with their own experiences and have all the information they need to take quick decisions, to improve their performance and improve their quality. And we've seen it in so many different areas today, over in 3D Lean with the Flash 5 meeting and creating actions that are tasks on the platform that can then be connected to project plans and connected to real changes that are happening, and you can see the real-time status of the 3D models. We've seen over there in the logistics planning and scheduling the nice magic button that just optimizes things for you. And we see 3D work instructions delivered right here to the shop floor so the workers can work with proficiency. And we've seen augmented reality to capture issues, and those issues are tracked in the platform and can be managed there and connected to quality improvement processes. And of course, 3D to do virtual what-if scenarios and virtual reality training and IIoT and all the analytics there to do machine learning and predictive maintenance. All of these things on the 3D Experience platform and the 3D Experience Twin are really helping to reveal the talents of the workforce of today. And you'll be able to use that to then train the workforce of the future. And that future, Guillaume, looks very bright and looks very exciting.
Yeah. I mean, what you say makes a lot of sense. I mean, the 3D Experience platform to promote collaboration, to empower people, for our teams to have autonomy, and ultimately better engagement for better performance makes a lot of sense.
And what about you, Guillaume? In your experience in your career, you've seen a lot of shop floors. What are your takeaways from today?
When I think about it, I think I have three main points. The first one is speed, or the capacity of the platform to accelerate our business. Look and reflect at all the pods, all the things we've done live, in front of you, from 3D Lean, where we took actions, identified problems, linked action to problems, and start solving them. If you look at virtual commissioning, where we could change or affect part of the software of the robot and then push it back very quickly to shop floors, to model-based manufacturing, where on the split second you can start creating your digital twin. You can start making some simulation. We show ergonomics. Did you know that in a few seconds, literally in a few seconds, you can take a station, position automatically the mannequin, and decide or see whether it's going to be good or bad? This is, knowing from where we all come from, manual analysis of ergonomics. This is amazing. So I think the first thing is the virtual twin and the 3D experience platform is a great vector of business acceleration. This will provide us the speed. Second thing is, not only does it provide speed, but in the way that we integrate different processes for different functions, and we saw the example here of supply chain and productions. Okay, the orchestration of those business processes together, this gives you efficiency. There is no waste, there is no muda. Okay, everything is synchronized, orchestrated perfectly, and that will provide you with my second takeaway, efficiency. And the third one, if you use, and this is really the key differentiating factor between just virtual twin and 3D experience twin with the loop, model, operate, optimize. If you can optimize on the fly, if your virtual world is sufficiently connected to your real world that when acting on the virtual, you are actually acting on the real one, this gives you the opportunity to use the power of the digital world to optimize. And as soon as you optimize in the virtual, you optimize in the real one, right? And that means that basically you can face whatever happens. We know manufacturing is not a perfect world. We know that never goes the way it's planned on the shop floor. But with such a setup, then you can take the proper decision and ensure the throughput of your lines. So that leads to robustness. Business acceleration, efficiency, robustness. That will drive sustainable innovation and excellence. Great. All right, guys, so this concludes for good this time the demo. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you again.